Welcome back to Dirty Mike and the boys.
How you been, man, since we last recorded?
Shit, lots have happened.
Like if I don't, like we don't hang out all the time.
Yeah, no, a lot has happened.
As you
It's
see,
okay.
different studio.
Different studio.
We're now on the casting couch,
Casting couch is the best couch.
but this is not one of those videos.
It's not one of those videos,
Well,
so
maybe.
stay tuned.
Or is it?
It might be one of those videos.
Watch to the end to find out.
We'll figure it out. So, dude, I have a question. You go to strip clubs a lot?
For the record, I'm gonna say no.
For the record, you say no?
On the record, I'm gonna say no.
On the record, he says no.
But for the sake of Rick's story time, I'll say yes.
You'll say yes.
How about yourself?
Dude, I don't usually go to strip clubs a lot, but the other day, me and my buddies, can't say their names, but we went to the strip club, right? We went to the Palace, for those of you who know Corpus.
Let's just say Jack and Jason.
Jack and Jason. Yeah, those are fine. Those are fine names. Yeah, my buddy.
Jacks or Jasons.
Jack and so we went to the strip club and we're there, we're having a good time, we're having a blast and stuff, and golly, so one of my friends from high school works there, obviously. Went to King.
Probably ain't the only one.
Yeah, I worked there at one point. We're not gonna talk about that though. It's a different topic.
Times.
Yeah, different story. But anyways, we're there. We're having a good time. It's three of us. There, one of our friends, who's also a girl, is there as well, and she actually does stand-up comedy and stuff. But anyway, so she's just there, chilling. Right, we're all having a good time.
Have a good time.
And golly, so one of my friends, who is now a dancer, I forgot her name, but she comes in, right, and we look at each other across the I guess the stage is what it is, and
Which stage? The small one?
the big,
Because the small one is more intimate. The big one is more for a crowd.
You're right. More for a crowd. The big one, the one in the middle.
The main stage.
Yeah, main stage in the middle.
Let's make up a name for her. What is her name?
What's her stage
Star?
name? Her stage name's like Kinky or something.
Kinky Star to the main stage.
Yeah.
Kinky Star to the main stage.
Kinky Star, the main stage. Jacksonville, stage 2.
Stage
Stand
two,
by.
stage two, stand
by.
And so as you saw her on stage, y'all locked eyes? You were looking across the stage.
Across the stage, because she was across the stage, and so we locked eyes and we kind of looked at each other like, I know you type deal. And dude, when I tell you, she walked around, she had amazing body. I see her in high school, and I was like, golly, something told me back in high school, and this was years ago. This was like 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Yeah, and something told me, you know what, you can be a stripper, and then to finally see her being a stripper is so awesome.
You can tell they have the
Potential, yeah, for sure. And so, golly, I see her, everything. She's walking, strutting, doing the strut, doing the walk, and she comes over here. She sits down and everything. We're all having a blast. We're all having drinks, and well, she's just there, and we're talking, catching up, she's telling me her life story.
She's butt ass naked, just talking to you about
just like, no kidding, and I'm giving her little pointers on strippers and stuff. What she can do better.
What her strong points are.
100%, and then like if she were to ask any questions of, like, oh, how does this work and how does that work, I'm like, well, you should do this and do that. But we're just, having a blast, right? Catching up, right?
Now, is this the first bar y'all went to that night, or say, are you 3 beers in, or are you?
We're a couple drinks in.
Already?
We're a couple drinks in. We went to Murdy's before that, and we got. Well, when I drink, I don't really drink. I don't drink to get trashed or anything.
I have like 2 or 3.
I'll have 2 or 3 the whole night, and in between that, a bunch of water.
You know why?
Why? Yeah.
For But he was gonna know what this means.
That's exactly
That's why he.
Yeah.
That's why.
I need to keep the mental straight. So, we're sitting there talking and everything, and she's like, I don't know what she's doing with her nipple, but she's doing something, right? And I'm like,
shit, she's cracked up.
yeah.
She's on crack?
She's no,
Oh.
I don't think she's on crack. Maybe coke, but not crack. And she goes and she grabs her nipple and she's like, and then I was like, what's going on? Are you okay? I was concerned for her.
Just want to get a feel.
Yeah, I guess,
Let me make sure it feels okay.
And she's like, she grabs it and she's like, no, it's okay. I just gotta, and then squeezes it, dude. She squeezes her nipple, and to my buddy across the way, not right next to me, but across the way, it just fucking flies. Something flies. I was like, what in the world is that? And I'm looking at it. She just squirted out of her nipple. And I was like, did you just lactate? And she was like, yeah, I can do that.
Out of nowhere, she said, fuck, I need to drain him.
I need to drain him. She just like, ooh, drain, boom. And I was like, you can do that? She's like, yeah, I can do that.
Does she have a kid recently? Or
No, she doesn't have any kids. She didn't have any kids. So I was so confused on the fact of like why, and how. And so, okay. Sorry about that. We had to cut it. So
technical difficulties.
We have a dog. So, anyways,
so she squirted. So she's sitting there on. Where is she sitting when
she's sitting right here on my lap, and she's like 7 foot, dude. Not 7 foot. I'm over exaggerating.
Hey, she's playing with the wrong balls. She needs to get in the WNBA.
Dude, for sure. No, she's like, God, I'm 5'4". She's probably maybe like 6 foot. No, 5'8", somewhere around there, right? She's probably your height.
She ain't my height.
She is your height. Well, with heels on. She's wearing heels.
Okay.
So she's your height with heels. And so,
sitting on your lap.
Sitting on my lap and everything, big woman.
Squeeze her nipple, boom, shoots across the table.
Boom, shoots across the table, and almost makes it in my buddy's drink over there, right? We'll call him Jack, and Jason, sitting right next to me, we'll call him Jason, and so I'm like, what? Questioning how.
Initially, you're just in shock.
I'm just in shock. I'm just. Wow, she's actually doing this, and I'm like, dude, you have to show my buddy. You have to show him. You gotta show him. He's gonna love it, And so he's there, all hardcore. He's one of those, because you have different buddies when you go out. You have the fun buddy. You have the.
The one that always wants to fight.
The one that always wants to fight. You have the real serious one that sits there just real serious all the time.
The one that always gets drunk.
The one that gets drunk, The
one that only cares about bitches.
100%, right? Which,
Women.
that probably is me. Who knows, right? I'm a mixture of Jack. I'm a Jack of all trades.
You never know which one you are.
Yeah, I never know which one I am until the moment.
Someone else has to tell you.
Yeah, 100%. And so I'm there. I'm like, you got to show my buddy, right? And so she's like, okay. And she grabs it and she squeezes it.
She aims at him.
Squeezes it at him. And the look on his face, you just see it just dart right to him. And when I tell you, she squeezed it with the life of, sucked the life out of it. And it just, so you know how when you turn off the, the manguera and little water kind of just dies down and everything? Well, that's what happened. Is she shot it out full stream, and then it kind of just died.
So not only did she squirt the, Jack or Jason, whoever it is, but it also got everywhere between him and her because it slowly stopped coming out. So when I tell you it shot up at his neck and then just went down to his arm and just kept going, the look on his face, he looked at his arm. And he just wanted to hit her so bad. I can tell. I was like, calm down there. Okay, it's just lactate. It's just titty milk.
It's just titty milk.
It's very high in protein. It's good for your skin.
Extremely high in protein. And so I actually bought some. We'll try it later. But So he, full stream, boom, hits him, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," boom, and just swipes it like if nothing.
Like if she got those couple of drops of water on him, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I got any on it."
Sorry,
I think just
my bad.
My titty milk that you didn't ask for all over your arm.
100%.
So I wonder if that's like one of her stage tricks. Like, say she goes up right to the very top of the pole.
Yeah.
Say she does one of those things where she spins coming down upside down.
Yeah.
What if she's like squirting it as she's spinning down?
Just like a little.
And it's like squirting as she's spinning down. Everyone's like, "Oh,
like a little sprinkler."
She goes to the corner of the stage.
You get titty milk. You get titty milk. You get titty milk.
That's got to be in her name.
It's got to be. There's no way it's not.
Kinky Lactate or something. It's got to be her name.
Dude, I don't even know.
Milky Way is her name. Got to be.
Milky Way is her name. Dude, whatever it is. I mean, it is just crazy. It's just crazy. I did not expect that out of that night, and just the rest of the night he made it so awkward. He just didn't want to be near her, didn't want to do anything. I'm like, dude, this is my friend,
Don't treat her like
don't
this.
treat her like this. She didn't mean to get her lactate all over you.
I asked her to.
Yeah, like it was my fault. Be mad at me, don't be mad at her.
It was funny.
Come on, man.
So, I mean, his reaction, then he just, after that, he just kept quiet. I mean,
he was just pissed off until we went to the next to the next strip club. But I mean,
no one lactated there, did they?
Huh?
No one lactated there?
No.
The next one?
No, not at the next one. No, that was just very disturbing. The next one.
Did y'all leave because of that, or?
We left a little ways after that.
So how did it end with y'all's conversation? I mean, where you're like, "Hey, good seeing you. Thanks for that circus trick." For
sure, yeah. It ended somewhere along the lines of that for sure. But I mean, it was just very normal, handshake and then peace out.
I wonder if that was part of her interview, why do you think you'd be good for this job? What kind of special talents do you have?
Yeah, special tricks.
It's like, well, watch this.
Well, check this out.
Oh, you're hired. We need
hired.
We need that kind of showmanship around here.
100%. But that was pretty good. It was a pretty fun night. That night, yeah.
Remember when we went with let's just say his name was Strawberry, fucking the geekiest, awkwardest white dude we've ever met.
Oh,
we were
my
like,
God.
Okay, let's get the thickest, most voluptuous black chick in the building to give him the dance of his life.
100%.
And we're like, hey, we found her. Hey, come here.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. He had no idea what was coming.
And let me tell you something about this guy. He is your friend that like just shows up. You don't invite him. You don't do anything. He just shows up. And he's like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm ready to party.
So, guys, I'm here.
And that's it,
You're
right?
Like, we didn't invite you.
You're like, what? We're at a family event. I'm here. I saw your car outside.
I saw your car outside, so I went in and stopped. Thought we could hang out. You didn't answer my text.
He's just here. And so, I didn't answer my texts or calls. It's so awkward, guys. Y'all were at the same place. That's
so
weird.
Crazy, man.
Serendipitous.
Saw your car with her. And we were like, hell, he had no idea it was coming. We were like, we'll pay whatever it cost. And the whole time, he was just there like.
And he was just there, just chilling, He's socially awkward a little bit, and he's just chilling. Well,
That's how you break the ice right there. She gave him a dance of his life. I mean. She put it down on him.
Well, she put everything down on him.
She was about 3 times the size.
I remember her just coming down, and when I tell you 7 foot, 300-pound linebacker looking, just walking past, and she didn't even ask. We told her his name, and she didn't even ask. Like
she got right to work.
She just got right to work. She made sure, hey, are you with so and so? And he said, huh? Boom, just body and all, just boom, chocolate covered strawberry.
3 times the size of him. I think I couldn't even see him for a second.
Couldn't see him at all. He couldn't breathe. He's trying to fight. He's pushing the tit out of the way, just trying to breathe. No. Fighting it to the max that he could. That was probably the best. That was the best dance I've ever seen.
Well, we had went 2-3 different places before that, so that night was a good night. Completely.
That was a good night. Yeah, that was pretty funny. That was a pretty funny night. But heck yeah.
Does that conclude our Rick Stripper Club story time?
Yeah. That does.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Until next week.
Until next week. But
is
anyways,
it time for the casting couch shit part yet?
yeah. Now it's time for the casting couch. So if you want to see that link, it's gonna be below, and it's gonna be on. Well, you'll see the link.
You'll see the link.
You'll see the link. It's a live feed. So, alrighty, guys. Until next time. Peace.